Now, Stormwatch 12 weather on Newswatch 12.
Boy, it was sure a beautiful day in southern Oregon and northern California throughout the entire region, with the exception of parts of the Oregon coast. It was 80 for a high in Lakeview, 77 in Klamath Falls, 82 in Medford, but 64 in Brookings. That was just a couple of hours ago. Temperatures have dropped off all the way to 55, and you're socked in with fog and only about a half-mile visibility. In fact, you can see that pretty well here on our visible satellite imagery. You go up north to Gold Beach, looking pretty good. Port Orford also looking pretty good, but Brookings, Crescent City, not so much. But for the rest of the area, we're looking at a lot of sunshine. The nearest clouds really in terms of producing any rain are up towards Vancouver, BC. Those aren't going to do anything to us. In fact, it's going to help pump up even warmer air for tomorrow, but we're going to have to deal with the clouds and low clouds and fog along the Oregon coast. Eventually, those will increase throughout the next couple of days. Now, Friday, we'll start seeing some clouds throughout the region, not anticipating what the Futurecast is showing in terms of thunderstorms over by Klamath Falls. I don't think we're going to see anything along those lines. Not going to really be enough moisture for that to happen, but we'll start seeing those clouds really start to thicken up on Saturday, because that's when we're going to start seeing a bit of a change. So we're going to be looking at a record high potential for tomorrow and even into Friday, as high pressure really just kind of dominates right over, pretty much centers itself right over Las Vegas. That shifts off towards the east. This little wiggle here is indicating a system moving in on Saturday and into Sunday. It's going to hold its strength just enough to provide rain for the area and cool us off pretty nicely. But then in terms of the temperatures really starting to cool off, we're going to be looking at those temperatures really kind of taking a nosedive once we get towards early next week. In fact, we could be looking at 5,000 to 6,000 foot snow levels early next week and come down even more so as we get towards the latter part of the week. So we're going to be looking at winter kind of showing itself, almost skipping a season in some ways. Now, in terms of our rainfall amounts, we're not looking at a whole lot of rain from this particular system over the weekend. It's going to vary quite a bit, but generally light amounts of rain is what we're going to be looking at. Now, fast forwarding in terms of Wednesday at 7 o'clock, you can see only just a tiny bit of snow way up to the north in the north and central Cascades. But by the end of next week, we could be looking at some snow in the Cascades here and east of the Cascades. Now, these numbers are going to be changing quite a bit over the next several days as we get closer and closer to that system. This just kind of tells you that kind of start thinking about winter-like conditions coming in the area. Now, in terms of rainfall amounts, we're not going to see anything through Friday, but light rain on Saturday and then spreading inland on Sunday, decreasing on Monday. In terms of our forecast for the remainder part of the evening, it's going to be pretty nice, pretty mild as well. Temperatures dropping to the 50s for Medford, 52, but 38 chilly degrees out in Lakeview. Tomorrow morning, lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 50s. It's going to be a nice warm day for tomorrow. In fact, we'll be looking at those record high temperatures in several locations. Here is that forecast. These 4 locations could tie or break record highs. Even some more areas may also as well. So it's just going to be warm all throughout the area. 79 in Lakeview, 82 in Mount Shasta City. Warm along the Oregon coast as well, 72 degrees for Brookings. So here's your 7-day forecast for the Oregon coast. Rain starts to begin on Saturday, and then it spreads east as we go through Sunday and into Monday of next week, with temperatures pretty much into the 60s. Northern California, best chance for breaking or tying a record high would be tomorrow. Temperatures cool way off once we get towards Sunday. Chance of rain and temperatures nosedive into the 60s. For the Klamath Basin, best chance to tie or break a record high would be tomorrow. Don't think that'll be a threat for Friday, but temperatures really drop off into the 50s beginning on Sunday and stay that way for next week. And for the Cascades, we'll be into the mid-70s for the next couple of days, so awfully warm up there. And then temperatures right around 50 degrees, upper 40s, so big change in temperatures over the weekend. And for the Rogue Valley, we could tie or break a record high tomorrow. And also on Friday, that record high is 85 on Friday, so we'll be awfully close. And then temperatures drop off. We're going to struggle to make 60 degrees by the time we get to Sunday.
There we go, record high temperatures and snow in the same forecast.